A lot of people dancing on the grave this week of Howard Stern. The so-called shock jock is going to have his contract expire and not reviewed by Sirius. He was getting paid $100 million a year for the last 5 years. Not quite a sympathetic figure, but to me, it's pretty sad. I'm somebody who grew up as a Howard Stern fan. I loved Howard Stern in the 80s, the 90s, into the early 2000s. The young people out there really don't understand how big of a deal Howard Stern was, how popular he was. He was, for about a 20-year period, the most popular, most important figure in radio history. Think about it. A disc jockey had a major motion picture made about him that was #1 at the box office. That was unheard of, and it comes from a different time. Radio back in the old days wasn't video recorded. It was theater of the mind. And Howard really was entertainment for those of us who were sitting in our cars, driving to work, stuck in traffic. He was a hero to a lot of people. He was a nerd who made himself a gothic figure in broadcasting. It's incredible. He had his whole crew of people. He had Robin, Fred, Jackie, Gary, Baba Booey, and made them stars. It's a tremendous accomplishment. He was the underdog who somehow became the overdog toward the end. I listened to him avidly, as I said, in the 80s, 90s, 2000, got my Sirius XM satellite radio, took it all the way to 2010. Right after he signed the Sirius contract, things started to change. I think the money went to his head, became a bit complacent. You could use profanity now on satellite radio, where you couldn't really push the edge of decency like you could on terrestrial radio. So things changed. And then the replacement of Jackie the Joke Man with Artie Lang. He was getting a lot of comedy from Artie Lang, but unfortunately, Artie had a major drug problem and attempted suicide. Really got to be really serious in 2009. Howard Stern fired him, and I think that took the air out of the bubble for me. I stopped listening in 2010. He still went on another 15 years. Then he got ultra left-wing political. That rubbed a lot of people the wrong way, because many people over the years saw Howard Stern at least as a moderate, maybe to the right politically. He was a champion of the working class person, thought about running for governor as a Republican. So he then went off on anybody that voted for Donald Trump. He had his money. He became a kiss ass to the celebrity crowd, everything that Howard Stern wasn't, because the old Howard Stern was totally different. The old Howard Stern could take a D-list celebrity or a nobody or a social misfit and make them a celebrity. That was interesting. That was a great accomplishment, which leads to my #1 achievement of Howard Stern in all those years of broadcasting. He took Stuttering John Melendez as an intern and transformed him into a national celebrity, to the point where Stuttering John Melendez became the announcer on The Tonight Show. That was an accomplishment. Baba Booey, everybody.